since you were last at Arsenal, how would you think your game has developed? Have you continued improving?
You do improve in other ways, because we're all aware that I'm not 20, 21, 22, 23 anymore. So I don't have the same type of game, even though somehow I still do have it in terms of movement. But then you do improve in another way, brain-wise, especially on the field. You need to see things even more quicker than when you used to see it before, and being able to put yourself in a position where you know you can execute something pretty quick. Before your speed used to cover all the maybe wrong movements. Now you can't cover that with speed anymore. So you need to be a bit more clever and understand the game a bit more and understand your body a bit more.
You've mentioned that you might adapt your game to play in a more Bergkamp role. Have you spoken to Dennis at all recently about how to play that role?
When I speak to Dennis, I speak about, how is the family, and he asks me the same thing, and how are you, everything is good, everything, that's the type of discussion we have. I mean, as I said it the other day, even playing for the Red Bulls, I play behind the striker most of the time. So it's something that I can do, and we'll see. But I will be the type of player I can be. Dennis Bergkamp was a special guy. You don't have a Dennis Bergkamp coming along, you know, every year. Even though you have some special player around at the moment, but Dennis was special in a way because he used to do every time what the game was asking him to do, and that's really hard. Trust me. So, yes, there's only one Dennis Bergkamp for me. So, I'll try to be the player that I can be.
What about gadgets and that sort of thing?
Oh,
Is that something that have you got a latest gadget that you're into?
used to be. I mean, I don't know if you can say. I mean, I don't know if I can. I mean, everybody has the latest phone or whatever it is. Used to be before. I used to like everything that was out. Oh yeah, new thing. I need it. Then you realize that you don't need anything actually. Like the new phone. If you have a phone, you don't need actually the new phone. But we all get the new phone because your friend has it. So so you're like, oh, I have it too. It's kind of stupid at the end of the day. But I do like a gadget, but if it's really necessary. Before, even if it wasn't necessary, I would have got it.
What about cars? Do you get excited about cars?
More when I was younger. Now, not so much. Not so much.
Who were your heroes growing up? Your footballing
Well, I mean,
heroes?
how can you not? It's kind of weird because I grew up. I kind of I have some flashbacks every now and then of the World Cup '82, but the one that I actually like saw for the first time, like, and being able to understand what was happening was '86, uh, and Maradona. Uh, you know, that's the first guy that I've seen, doing some crazy skills on the field and winning. I'm not saying his team wasn't good, but he was winning those games pretty much alone sometimes. World Cup stage, it's not like it's an easy thing to do. So yeah, but after being a striker, my all-time hero will be Marco van Basten, because I think he was the complete striker. He could score amazing goals. He could play behind the striker. Very intelligent on the field. He had that confidence that people see as an arrogance sometimes. But he was a very confident person. So that was always nice to see, and I always looked at him, looked up to him.
And so today, who or what inspires you now, both on and off the pitch?
I mean, on the field, it's always the thing that did drive me, trying to give my best and see how far I can go. That's all. and trust me, that's pretty hard. Was, is, and soon won't be as hard because I want around. But now it's just going out there and give your best. That's all I wanted to do ever since the beginning that I started to play. Then on off the field, and I have a daughter now. It's totally different now. It's all her, you know. That's it, you know. And like I said so many times, being healthy. That's all I want my daughter to be healthy and and live well, and everything is on her. I mean, I don't disrespect. I have a family, I have friends also, but you know, being a dad, you just want to do your best for your daughter.
Ryan Giggs puts his enduring youth down to yoga. Have you got any secrets to your youth?
Don't know, working hard, trying to live like a normal life. Um, the amount of game that you play, if you don't do that, then you're gonna struggle. So you have to be also fortunate to not get injured. That's you know that's something that you don't control. But everything that you can control, you're trying to do it right. So that's what I try to do during my career, and still trying to do is to try. You're trying to eat healthy. You know, not touch too much alcohol. Go to sleep early. Uh, Watching the game, whatever. Trying to keep your mind on the game. That's what I try to do.
What needs to happen for soccer to become a major sport in the US?
I go back to the history. You know, what you say to your kid growing up, you know, if a guy like love the Knicks or the Lakers or whatever, he will tell you stories about you know, we won the championship there that day, and it was, you know, telling stories. What story do you tell right now to your kids about soccer in the US? And it takes time. It does take time, but don't get me wrong, you will be surprised if you go there and see how passionate the fans are, and how a lot of the kids do play football or soccer, they call it there, and it's definitely growing. Uh, I mean, if you compare at the beginning of the MLS when they had nobody in the stadium to now, um, and now how many people watched the final of the World Cup in 2010, it's pretty impressive. Impressive, sorry. I know the country is big, but still, that was pretty impressive. And but you need the history behind any game to be able to make a kid dream and wanting to do that, to play the game.
Another thing that you said you don't get is tomato ketchup. Um, you've said in the past that you can't believe how much tomato ketchup British people eat. Have you had any since you've been back here?
No, no, it's you know what? It was a joke that I have with a fan. I think it was actually called actually. Everything that he used to eat, he used to put like tomato ketchup in it, and I'm like, the chef has been preparing a sauce for I don't know how long for you, and you're putting tomato ketchup in it. I'm like, tell the guy to not bother. To be honest, I think tomato ketchup goes with French fries, and that's it. The rest, you know, especially in the West Indies, my mom will always do a sauce for something, especially if it's rice. So, you know, I grew up like that, but it was just a joke. You know, it was just like I was having a go at Ashley. That's it.
How would you review your first full season in MLS with the Red Bulls? Was it what you expected?
I mean, I don't plan anything at the beginning of the season other than winning it. That's it. So at the end of the day, we didn't win it, so not a great season. I don't. I mean, every time people always ask me personally, how did you do? It doesn't really matter. We didn't win, so I can come to a how did you do type of thing if you win the league. Then you're like, oh yeah, we did well that day, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a team effort, and we didn't play well enough and did what we had to do during the season to be able to win it. I know we came, we gave LA a good go though. Yeah, we were missing a lot of players going to their place, and we were winning 1-0, and we had the chance to make it 2-0. And it would have been another story, but at the end of the day, I guess they were the best team, and you know when you said the luck goes to the way goes the way uh, goes to the team. Sorry, that worked the most during the season, and deserved it the most. So LA won it because they deserved it the most. They lost 4 games during the season. We lost 12 or something like that. We finished 26 points behind them. So you know, we were where we're supposed to be, but could have been way better.
Did you spend much time with David Beckham when you were out in New
Well,
York?
it's on the West Coast. Uh, it's far. So, I didn't have the time. We speak a lot always on the phone. But, him being in LA, obviously, we have games at the weekend, so I can't see him. But we do definitely speak a lot.
There's been some great players come over from America to the Premier League. Have you spotted some exciting players in MLS right now that we should be aware of?
Well, it depends. I mean, we had a young kid, still have a young kid playing for us called Agudelo. He definitely has the potential to come and play in Europe. Now, is he going to come or fulfill that potential? We don't know. Tim Ream also, our center back, Break Shea, playing for Dallas. You have some players that I can see playing here. Bunbury playing for Kansas City. I'm not going to go naming everybody, Beckerman, some guys that can play. Um, Obviously, you have the usual suspect that came already: Donovan, Clint Dempsey, Howard, Brad Friedel back in the days. But all those guys, I think it's about can they come, and after are they going to succeed? It's another story, but they definitely have the potential to do it.